The accolades are too long to list for Patrick Surtain, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowl, 2-time All-Pro cornerback, entering, I cannot even believe it is season number 5
It's crazy.
for Pat Surtain, who just heard Cortland Sutton and Bo Nix say, you have to run it back.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough. We need another DPOY. How does that feel?
It feels good, but I know there's a lot more work to be done to fulfill that. So we just out here sharpening iron, getting better each and every day. So, that's a good thing about it. There's always another year to achieve more goals. So.
When you won that award, how soon did you forget that you won that award?
I ain't gonna lie. The offseason went by pretty fast. It went by so fast that even as I was enjoying the award, it seemed like day after day something new was happening. You know what I mean? It just flew by. So I'm definitely always gonna remember that award. But now it just seems like a new season is on the horizon. So I gotta look forward to new things.
What was Coach's text or phone call when you won?
He was at the honors, and we talked. He was like, "Congrats." Knew this was going to happen. You know what I mean? So a lot of positive affirmations going on into that. So it was great, especially with my family there as well too. So it was awesome.
A little bit of a temp check here because I see you every year at camp. We do this, we do that. It feels a little more like a movie. I can't explain it. Like a little more like crisper, vibrant, everything's sort of synchronized. How would you describe the energy evolution of this camp compared to even the last year or the year before?
Man, I could see the energy has shifted. Just going from last year to this year, we got some new additions, key additions. Got a new team, great young guys. Last year this team, people didn't know much about our team, so it was a lot of predictions, a lot of uncertainty. But now, we put people, on the radar, and that's what's key, to come out here every day and work on our craft, and get better. But like you said, it does feel like a movie because you could tell the winning environment. You could feel the pedigree, you know what I mean? You could feel the energy.
Yeah, I can feel the energy. I saw it in the first preseason game, yet Coach had a list of 14 things after he didn't love, and then he had a list of 17 things after practice today. One of those things he mentioned was slow starts. We know it. I'm sure you guys harp on it in the debriefs and all of that. How do you do your part as a Defensive Player of the Year, as the tenured veteran now on this defense? How do you do your part to eliminate that off of his ticked-off list?
I feel like everybody got to do their 111. I know he's big on the mental errors and stuff like that. That first series throughout the game, they had an explosive pass, stuff like that happens, but it's all about the mental errors, the mental aspect of the game. That's key, because, it's NFL, players going to make plays, they get paid doing that. So, but it's all about doing the right job, doing your role and stuff like that. So I think just eliminating the critical mistakes that could, cause you, certain plays and situations throughout the game. So I think that's why he harped on that so many times, because he knows what it looks like at a high level. So definitely hear him out.
I'm on a plane ride right after this, and we know it's going to get delayed, and we know I'm going to sit on the tarmac for an hour. So I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
Hopefully my Wi-Fi is working. If you were to tell me, okay, here's your assignment, here's what I want you to do. Watch this guy on defense. Watch the highlights from camp. Watch the college tape. Watch the whatever on this guy on defense. Who would you put me on?
Let me see. Jaquan McMillan.
Tell me why.
I mean, he's lights out. He makes plays left and right. It's a pleasure to go out there and play with him because, I just seen his growth, from being a rookie to where he's at now. And he's just out there making plays. Every time I see the ball in the air, he always come down with a play. Whether it's a fumble, a sack, an interception, it's always like he's around the ball. And it's a pleasure to watch him go to work and go to action. I know he's under people's radar a little bit, but he's going to make some noise for sure. So if I was to tell you a certain player to look at on the defensive side, it'd definitely be him.
I can't wait to do that. I'm going to hate that flight, but I'm going to grab my Starburst and my Mamba fruit chews and look at McMillan.
Not to put him too much on the spotlight, but
but I think it's important, and I love that.
It is very important.
Speaking of spotlight, this defense, lots of talk about it. What you say matters. Coach said he's comfortable with these sort of labels, this Super Bowl contender. We've got Bo Nix, second-year quarterback, and Cortland Sutton, tenured, newly paid vet, saying you have to put it out there. You got to manifest it. Yeah. Big change from last year when it comes to this. How, in your words then, given those things, how good is this defense?
It's unreal. I mean, I think we have the ability to be mentioned in history amongst the greats, but I mean, you can't talk about it. You got to be about it, and that's with putting in the work every day. Everybody flying around to the ball, making plays, but with all personnel, I mean, you talk about Zach Allen, you talk about Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, DJ Jones, JFM, Malcolm Roach. Then you go to the linebackers, Alex and Dre, new addition. In the secondary, you already know. But when you have that much talent on the defensive side, I mean, the sky's the limit. Now it's all about how can we control our own destiny and make sure we put out good tape and put out, good ball each and every week. So
best in the league going into the season?
I believe so.
I mean, you went up that and went right to the history books, which I love to see. I wanted to talk to you about you. It is very hard. It's a very difficult task for someone like me to find something to talk to you about that isn't already really talked about and really exalted, justifiably and deservingly so. But something happens when you get and it rarely happens because nobody's throwing you away anymore. But when you get the ball in your hands, what happens that you just know what to do with it? I feel like you almost don't get enough credit for your ball skills when you get the ball.
It's like a second instinct. Growing up, I played a lot of offense, so I know what it feels like to score touchdowns.
We know.
Juke players out and get in the end zone. I think that's just second nature of me because, when I think about having the football in my hands, I'm thinking about what can I do next? I just don't want to get an interception and call it a day. I'm looking to score.
Are you thinking American Heritage High School?
Yeah. Back to my glory days.
Seriously?
I'm thinking about how can I make a highlight tape? How can I get the ball in the end zone? Because, DBs, we only get a certain amount of credit, for what we do. But I think the game changer plays come, when you make touchdowns and make, the plays that count.
You had 132 interception return yards.
Yeah.
You lead the league in that. I feel like, you know what I'm feeling from this interview? I feel like you're more confident than ever. What's going on there? Is it the DPOY?
Nah,
is it the Hufanga Green Law?
I think it's just all about, I think this year it's a lot of things to be confident about. I think the energy around the team is great. I mean, when you talk to the guys in the locker room, it's nothing but positive conversations and stuff like that. And, the great thing about it is, when you got a team like that rallies behind each other, we just boost each other's heads up every day. We watch plays on film, and everybody in the room it's just a great thing to see, just to feel that synergy all around the team. So, it's a lot of confident people in the room. It's for good reason, but it's all about the work that we put out here on the gridiron to make us so confident.
You know what I hate seeing?
Yeah.
These numbers. You were targeted a career low 56 times last year. As someone who loves watching you do your thing, I kind of hate that, but you've posted your lowest numbers in passer rating allowed, of course, and receptions with 35 and yards with 306. Nobody wants to look your way. Do we expect that to continue, or how much more or how much less a quarterback's going to target you this year?
I don't have an over or under on that, but I know when the opportunities come, that's when I gotta make my plays. So
say you hate it. Say you want the ball.
I know it's pros and cons with it.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. It's definitely a compliment. It's much respect, but I definitely will want more.
Because they know you're going to score an American Heritage High School touchdown. They're not touching you. You know when I don't want it to happen most? Can I tell you? You know what I'm going to say, Jamar. Monday Night Football.
I know it's Monday night.
How physical are those? All of it, the press man matchups, all of it. How's that going to go?
I think it's great comp. Great battles. We've been playing against each other since high school, so when I go up against him, I know it's going to be a great battle. He's a great receiver, and he knows that. That I'm a great corner as well too. So, and I know I'm gonna get looked at way more because of the matchup. So, it's always great work, great comp. So I'm looking forward to it. We played, I think, 3 times so far, so looking forward to this battle as well, too.
How do we get Coach to put you in at receiver?
Oh, man.
Can't let Travis Hunter have all this fun. I mean, I can't
know.
believe watching some of your highlights. I'm not joking. We did it this morning, me and my producer, Cal.
Yeah.
How did you not play offense in high school? Did your dad just hate receivers that much? Like, what happened?
I mean, I wish I did play more offense, but
Worked out well for you, though.
Yeah, it worked out well. We just had so much talent on both sides of the ball, so it wasn't no need. But I definitely, I was a punt returner, so that was like a bit of a highlight. So, but it'd be like that.
You ever talk to Coach about it? Let's do it.
I haven't.
No?
I don't want to talk to
All
him
right.
about it.
I'll go chase him around and bother him after this.
Yeah.
Jahdae Barron, have to ask you about him. I've heard such glowing things. Coach sort of copped to maybe he's like this joker role on defense. That's how I put it. He agreed.
Yeah.
He's shining everywhere. Versatile. Where's he shining most in Patrick Surtain's eyes?
I think his ability his IQ. I think he understands coverages and in a unique way to understand offensive tendencies as well too. So I think he's smart out there. He understands what's coming. He being at the right spot at the right time. So he looks like a vet out there, But obviously, it's still more work to be done on his side. Obviously, being a rookie, and they got him moving all over the place. So and he's handling it pretty well. So I definitely say his IQ.
A lot of love on the defense. Number one defense. You agree. History books, all of it. You guys are loaded. You're a complete team.
Yeah,
You guys are a complete team, both sides. I'd like you to end this by giving some love to the offense. Maybe what's the one thing that gives you the most confidence in them going from top 10, top 5, top 3, wherever you want to put them?
Explosiveness. I mean, I just see it all over the field. A lot of explosiveness just from the receivers, running backs, and obviously Bo doing his thing. It's going to be fun to watch.
That smile. We're going to slow-mo. We're going to freeze. Like that smile right there.
Yeah.
People aren't talking about this offense.
It's going to be fun to watch, I'm telling you. And not just, everybody know Bo, everybody know Court, but all the guys that's coming along,
Evan.
making plays. Even Evan, the newest addition. So he's another joker. So a lot of jokers on the offensive side.
A lot of jokers and a lot of jokers in the AFC that are going to be crying come January and February. Patrick, we appreciate you so much. You know what else I love about you? I love that you don't have like a gimmicky nickname. I was thinking, we're like Patrick Surtain. Like there's no Revis Island. We're looking at your number, your like targets thrown number. You don't want that though, do you? You're just.
I don't know. Some people say like.
What do they say?
PS2.
Do you like that?
I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's not like a catchy thing. It's just a way of just saying
at that
it.
one right there. Purgatory Pat.
Purgatory Pat. Okay.
I don't know if I just think I like Patrick Surtain II. It's nice and clean.
That's smooth.
And speaking of you, you've had quite an off season. I think you're just a happy clam, left and right DPOY. We saw you at the ESPYs, Patrick. You look unbelievable, and we can't wait to see you, of course, against Arizona, and then just crushing everybody week in, week out. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.